this explosive move, Bitcoin, is going to shock the world.
Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. Guys, get ready and watch this video all the way through, because we are going to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum. For Bitcoin, the breakout is, and guys, here I kid you not, literally imminent. Within the next 12 to 14 hours, we are going to see a massive volatile breakout, and we will be talking about what answers we are seeing in the charts, where the symmetrical triangle breakout is going to lead us. Are we going to go all the way up, break all the resistance level and go to our specific price level right here? Or is Bitcoin going to punish all the bulls once again, fulfill this, the head and shoulders pattern, and go all the way down to a price target which is not even visible here in the charts? We are going to do the exact same thing for Ethereum, talk about all the specific price levels, about our price targets and our expectations right now for Bitcoin and Ethereum in the immediate short term. And if you watch this video until the very end, you will see DaVinci J15's top 3 altcoins, the altcoins he is accumulating as of right now. And according to DaVinci, one of them might do 1000x. And guys, don't get too excited, but watch the video until the very end. This is very, very important. Also, make sure that you not only sit down, you scroll down, but you also smash up the like button towards a new all-time high. Thank you so much, guys. You are the most loving, the most supportive crypto community in the world. Because of you, we are the most viewed and the fastest growing channel in the world, with 100 to 250,000 views per video here. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for sharing the video with your friends as well. Take the link, share it wherever you want to share it, and also press the subscription button, press the bell, and press on all. And with that being said, I finally want to come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15 wearing a red shirt today, red jacket. How are you doing today, my man?
In the pipe 5x5. You know what? This is green shirt with a red blazer. Keep that in mind. All right. So how are you doing in Dubai, man? I like that gold suitcase in the background. Can I have one of those?
Yeah, I'll give it over to you. Yeah. Anyway, man. I hope you come back soon and we can do some collaborations actually next to each other like we did it a month ago. But now I want to know, DaVinci, the price. Are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? Will you keep the blazer or will you keep the shirt? Maybe you can pull up the charts and show us exactly what you are looking at right now, because there are a few specific indications, actually one indicator, the on-balance volume, pointing towards a specific direction. I would like to know, DaVinci, how would you play the current market situation for Bitcoin and Ethereum right now?
Well, let me just hide this for a second. And then as you can see, right, we created a symmetrical triangle now. You got to wait for it to break out. And if we zoom down, right, actually, you know what? It looks like there's a little bit of a W happening. I bet you let's zoom down a little bit just to see. Okay, well, it's not a clean W, so I wouldn't take it, because look at this. It's like, this got a lower low here than this one. So it's not. Remember, when you're doing the W's, you have to have a higher low. This is a W right here, higher low, right? This does not count as a W. Yeah. Some people like to count it, but I do not, right? So that's why I'm not ready to jump on this thing just yet. But if we do break out higher than the last wick high, I think we should definitely think about taking a shot at this. And we could enter in at the 35,200, only 2% loss. Take a 2% loss, and see if this thing gives us a 2-to-1. And if it does, right, you can set your stop to break even. And let's see here. If it comes up, breaks further out from here. Then once we get into like the 38,500 level. Sorry, my mind was like being a little dyslexic there. $38,500 level. You can move your stop to this profit objective, and then take the rest as high as we can see it going. And where do we see this thing going exactly? All right, let's go back out to the hourly in a second. Here, let me just undo all that. There we go, and then we go back out to the hour, and I'm going to delete this, right? And so if you were to take a measured move, right, of this level from here, right from here to there, right about there, right there, and then place it up here, what you see is this measured move brings us to a new all-time high of $43,319. Unbelievable. Wow. I mean, just crazy, right? Just crazy.
Yeah.
Bitcoin has lost its mind. Unfortunately, there is a problem, right? This could go the other way.
Wouldn't be Bitcoin if there wouldn't be a problem. I mean, just very quickly, I think my price target is a little bit different. I always measure from the breakout point, but this is of course just as legit as my measurement tool here. I just wanted to say the unbalanced volume is pointing towards a break towards the upside because we have actually more buyers than sellers technically in this specific pattern here. But yeah, Da Vinci, can you maybe elaborate here on this bearish scenario and why you actually think this could be a possibility and why this could be maybe just something like an FU move?
Yes, exactly. You're right. Now, before we get into that, right, because he did mention something very important, right? Even though there's a nice M here and we're about, looks like it was about to break and we failed and we went higher. Of course, if we break this level, then this whole thing's invalid. This M is invalidated. Right now, it's not invalidated. And so if we break this level here, we are headed down to, let me just move my head a little bit, to the $25,000 level. Now, at least. However, what this also means, right, is that a lot of retail is looking at this and looking at the head and shoulder, the larger head and shoulders pattern. I'm just gonna clear up some of these drawing items here before we go into the larger head and shoulders pattern. You know what? I'm going to just remove all drawing tools, right? Because then it gets too confusing. And so, as you can see, there's a larger head and shoulders pattern here. And you know what? I think I have it drawn out clearly on another chart here, and I'm just going to load that right here. And there it is.
Yes.
There you see it.
I'm looking at the exact same thing right now.
Now, what I would be concerned about is this is a huge liquidity event should prices roll down and come down here. So I wouldn't be surprised is if we touch the 200 moving average on the 4-hour and then, no. Because what happens is every retail person is looking at this. And if they breaks the $30,000, it's also a psychological level. This is a big round, fat round number. They'll start to sell right into the hands of the whales, and they will be there to go, "Thank you, sir."
Exactly. I mean, that's these events when Bitcoin, which is money, flows from weak hands to strong hands, and we are in this institutional run, and we have basically no institutions besides a few ones onboarded, so they are standing on the sidelines waiting for these events. I can remember when we had this dump from 25,000 down to 21,900. That's where Michael Saylor came in and just bought $650 million worth of Bitcoin in this big wick. We never saw this price level again. So you have to keep in mind, guys, if we are breaking down from a pattern where basically now everyone is looking at, I was looking at it 2 or 3 days ago when we didn't even form the shoulder, but now you see it everywhere. Well, then of course this could be this liquidity event you are just mentioning, Da Vinci. So would you say that the unbalanced volume shows that we are probably more likely going to break out? If we break down, however, this might not be even the end of the world. We will probably not reach the price levels, but just sucker in all the sucker out all the weak money, all the weak hands here, and then actually reverse very quickly to the upside for good again?
Yes, let's talk a bit about that, the unbalanced volume. The unbalanced volume, which I never really discussed much in any of my episodes, but we're going to discuss a little bit right now. What it is basically a calculation of all the green candles and all the red candles added up together across time. And if you have more green than red, obviously this is going to go up. And if you have more red than green, this is going to go down. It's really that simple. And so this is showing right now, on the hourly at least, that there is more green here than there is red.
Yeah.
And so that means that there's a stronger bias to the bulls than it is to the bears. They're buying up any kind of movement in the downside. And because of that, right, we could say, hey, you know what? This is has a bias to the bullish side than the bearish side, right? So that's why I like looking at the on-balance volume, because it also, another key thing about the on-balance volume is if there's a divergence, and there's a clear divergence right here, it is very, very powerful, right? As price was coming down from here to here, but volume, right? Volume was actually higher than here to there. Let's see, right here to here.
Yeah.
You can see volume was moving upwards in a general slope. So because of that, that indicates that there's strength. People are interested in buying, even though the sellers are pushing it down. There are more buyers, like more green candles than there are red, and that means that the bulls are in control of this market. And you can see that carried through all the way here. And so that is a very, very powerful sign that this is a very bullish indicator. Now, doesn't mean, now keep in mind, if once again, if Wall Street is truly in control, because I used to play the forex markets, what they tend to do a lot is like draw out these head and shoulders patterns, and then basically get you to go short, and then that creates a liquidity event, and then take it the other way. So please be careful of that. Yeah. Right. This short is very, very dangerous.
Exactly. I mean, I'm myself not shorting Bitcoin. If I would be shorting it, I would be extremely cautious. I would wait for a fall close. I would wait for volume. I would wait actually for a breakout confirmation, and then only trade a successful bounce of the breakout confirmation and below the previous rejection point. And even then, it is a risky play, because you are basically shorting Bitcoin, the most bullish asset in the history of mankind, within a bull market. This is why I'm personally not shorting Bitcoin. Every now and then you can make some good money from that, but I agree with you, Da Vinci. It is a risky play right now. However, the long position could be actually something worth taking. And well, if we were to break down, just stand on the sidelines, guys. Don't get all too greedy. And it's not only about Bitcoin. I mean, we were talking about a potential new all-time high. We were talking about this massive FU move where we are shaking out basically all the weekends, actually, which is a necessary event for Bitcoin to finally here go higher to much higher price levels. But also, of course, I want to talk about Ethereum. So many people right now being involved in Ethereum, and we can see that Ethereum is right now also coiling up for a massive move. And I wanted to ask you, Da Vinci, what do you think for Ethereum? Is it going to go higher? Is it going to go lower? Usually, it, of course, follows kind of in US dollar terms the trajectory of Bitcoin.
Yes, exactly. Right now, even though there's no head and shoulders per se on this, there is exactly a scary big M pattern which you do not want to complete. Why is that? Well, honestly, you want to see where this thing goes? Let's just see where this thing goes. Okay,
maybe I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I know. Nobody does. And if we take this right here, this measured move, it's kind of scary, right? And if we zoom out, right, and we see this, the price, it's all the way down to it's all the way down to $450. Just ridiculous. $450, $470. Just absolutely insane. I don't think that's happening. It could. I'd give that a less than 10% chance of happening. But
yeah. I mean, I see that happening if Bitcoin actually successfully breaks the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern and meets the price target. If Bitcoin goes to 23,000 US dollars or to 18,500, Ethereum will easily go to 470, but only in that specific case. If Bitcoin is not going into this very bearish scenario, I agree with you, man. I don't see it happening at all, actually. 470 US dollars when Bitcoin is not following this bearish scenario. So how would you play this situation right now? Do you have a potential long or short position on Ethereum right now in mind, or any expectations here, any specific ones?
Well, I think it looks fairly similar to what Bitcoin is
Yes.
doing right now. As you can see here, if we draw the same kind of lines, there's only one touch point on the symmetrical triangle. So I would say that we might be due for another rundown. Don't be surprised if there's a stop run at this level here. I don't trust Ethereum because it's acting like that, where it would do stop runs a lot and then continue higher. So I would be very careful and wait for this thing to actually signal that we're going higher, and then even then, right? It's a really hard trade. So, for example, this would be the for sure. Hey, yeah, we're going higher at $11,056. But the trade, right? What I would be careful is that normally people would go, okay, I'll just do a 2% stop loss, right? And that'd be that. But Ethereum is not nice. It loves to stop run. So you'd really have to move your stops to right here, right back to the middle, in order to be really safe. So giving your large percentage of
it's a horrible ratio.
Risk. I know it's a horrible ratio. So they don't like people coming in. So because a lot of people like to do 50x, 100x on this, so they try to wipe them out as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the exchanges would completely go bankrupt whenever Ethereum is in a bull run and people are successful with their 50x trades on Ethereum, right? So I would, of course, recommend everyone here not going on too high leverage, because especially after such a crazy run, I saw on Ethereum and on Bitcoin now a few fake outs actually happening. I think the market is taking a little bit back of the money that people were making recently. So the most important advice I could actually personally give to the people now is don't rush into trades prematurely. Be a little bit more cautious, rather sometimes stand on the sidelines before rushing into a trade prematurely here, and make sure that you secure your gains, because you all know rule number one from Warren Buffett, who's actually a Bitcoin hater: don't lose money, capital preservation. Rule number two is don't forget rule number one. So I think this is actually what we should be taking care of right now. Don't lose money, secure some of your gains, and let's wait for this for the certain confirmations that the next run towards the upside is happening here again. Also, guys, because of this massive volatility incoming, of course, there are a lot of opportunities right now. I am personally getting very, very cautious putting in a new trade. But of course, we are talking about new trades here. If you are an experienced trader, if you scroll down to the pinned comment, you will find a $1,100 accumulated bonus here. And this is for limited time. If you want to take advantage of that right now as an experienced trader, go down to the pinned comment and use this Bybit link here, where you get $600 in accumulated bonuses in 20 seconds after clicking the link. Put in your email address and your password. After the initial deposits here, you get $600 for free today. Also, I have some other links down below, so make sure you take advantage of that, because you can basically take the free bonus here, trade on Bitcoin, for example, $600 bonus at the 20x leverage is a $12,000 trade for free by leaving even your own deposited money here on the sidelines. You can withdraw the profits from this free trade as well, so make sure you take advantage of that as an experienced trader in the pinned comment down below. Da Vinci, thank you so much for all your thoughts here. I wanted to talk a little bit about the possible altcoin season, how you want to play it, but more importantly, what are your 3 next altcoins you are looking at? We only want to focus on high cap altcoins because our influence is just way too high, so we are focusing on the billion-dollar altcoins here. But I want to know, Da Vinci, what would be your picks? You showed them to me already, and 2 of them I like myself a lot. So can you maybe share a little bit about your altcoin strategy and your altcoin picks?
Yeah, before we do that, actually, I'm having a massive sale on Pandora's Wallet. So if you want to join my Telegram group, right, you just get see what my trades are, see my altcoin portfolios, right? I have a large altcoin portfolio that's doing really relatively well in dollars, but not so much in Bitcoin. But yeah, it will catch up. It will catch up over time, and I do talk about that. We have a private video for Pandora's Wallet subscribers. And right, you get to have the wallet as well, of course. And also, if you want to just join the live stream, right? You could also have Pandora's Wallet to watch our live stream, because I do a live stream first, then I upload the recorded version. Or if you just want to watch the live stream, you could also purchase the DJ15 token and sign a message, and you could join the private Telegram room to watch the live stream and get the information fresh and new. Okay.
I will leave all the links down below in the description down below. But of course, Da Vinci, I want to know, you are the altcoin, I mean, you are the Bitcoin guy, but you are just as well the altcoin guy. So what are the specific altcoins you're looking at, man?
Well, first off, we're looking at Maker, right? Because Maker has been around $500 for the longest time. I remember seeing this thing at $500 for the longest while. And so I really think, even though it's at $1,500 right now, there's only a million tokens out, and I'm sure a lot of that's been lost too. So you could probably see this thing do from the bottom to the top of a minimum 10x. It wouldn't surprise me, would not surprise me, from the bottom to the top if this thing did 1,000x. I would not be surprised. I'm not calling that. I'm just wouldn't be surprised. And if you want to see the TA that I have on this, you're gonna have to go head over to my channel to see that.
1,000x, right? $1 trillion, the current market cap of Bitcoin. Well,
yes, I really think this thing can really just go crazy, absolutely insane, because of what it does. What is it? Well, basically, this token helps secure the price, the value of the DAI token, which is a dollar pegged asset. And because of that, a lot of people are going to look at this and go, "Oh my goodness, man, this is a great token to own," right? Because and they'll see what the value is, right? Because it's got a huge value proposition.
Yeah, that's true.
In order to pay back their debt, you need to have these makers, right? So, hello, yeah. They have it two separate ways, right? One is the DAI is decentralized itself, right? Because they just want it to be stable to the dollar, and they keep this centralized so that they can make sure that the DAI continues to stay stable. So the DAI is free floating and uncontrolled, right? But they use this to help manipulate the price of the DAI to keep it stable, right? Keep it at the $1 level. So that's where they had to keep control, because what's happening is that it was written in their white paper that because there's what's called a tail risks, right? Where there's events that they can't foresee, and which happened actually when Bitcoin dumped below. I mean, not Bitcoin. Sorry, Ethereum dumped below $100, and it wiped out a lot of people, and it closed a lot of liquidated a lot of people who were using DAI as a way to borrow their ETH into dollars, and that they had to be liquidated, and some people got liquidated at $0. So somebody got Ethereum at $0. A lot of people got Ethereum at $0 because of the fast liquidation, and they had to stop the system in order to correct it, and that's why they did that. And they have to do it. They have to test it on the other side. So what happens when there's a hyperinflation event or something crazy, and the dollar drops significantly? We don't know how it's going to manage that as well. So they might have to manage that transaction as things go out of control. So they have to stop the system to keep the DAI peg the same at the dollar. So that's the key reason why they do that. Whether or not it's good or not, that's up to you. I think it's a good idea because this Ethereum is new. They don't know if there's going to be bugs. They don't know in the code that there's going to be bugs in their code. So it was a good, in my personal opinion, I think what they did is a good idea. Because in the future, of course, somebody's going to learn from the mistakes they made and build another stablecoin that can't be broken and to be decentralized.
All right, so thank you so much for elaborating on that. Maker is your first choice. But you have two more. Maybe we can elaborate a little bit on them before we are actually wrapping it up for today. And by the way, just quickly, everyone who is watching here, leave your favorite altcoins down below. And this is something interesting because in future episodes, maybe we will bring them up. Leave them down below in the comment section if you're watching right now. And this is important, guys. Upvote each other's comments. If you see another comment with an altcoin you like, you might as well just upvote them, because the highest upvoted ones we can take into consideration. They will be popping up on top of the comment section. So make that right now. And Da Vinci, of course, the stage is yours right now. The second one is Zcash. I was talking about that recently. But yeah, please elaborate a little bit on this privacy altcoin.
Yeah, a lot of people hate this coin because the developer team has a lot of this in their portfolio. They could actually dump it onto us at any point in time, and so, but that's okay. You know what? These guys need to have that cash in order to build this thing out, and so I'm fine with that, and I'm okay with that, and some people are not. If you're not okay, that's fine. You can skip this one. But I think this thing is really it's just undervalued because this is a coin that the politicians will probably use because, hey, you know what? They need to hide their money, right?
Yeah, it's more anonymous than Monero even, right? Because you have these zero knowledge snarks. I actually like it myself. The only thing is what I don't like is this dumping pressure. But in the end of the day, in a bull market, the price doesn't care about that. So, of course, it could be a good bet. I probably rather stay with Monero and Dash, but good choice, man. Good choice. I mean, it made 20% today, so congrats to you, Da Vinci. What would be the last one, the last final altcoin you wanted to talk about? And I can see it popping up here, Binance Coin.
Yes, this hasn't gone anywhere, so you're getting in at the lows, the absolute lows. So if you're switching out your Bitcoin to buy this, you might be going, well, hey, you're looking at the chart and go, oh my God, this is a nightmare. But you know what? Honestly, I don't know where the bottom is priced in Bitcoin, but it's coming. We're close to it, and once this thing blows, this thing is going to blow. Why is that? Well, because what you don't know about Binance is that they make more money and profit than the New York Stock Exchange.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yeah, and then the Deutsche Bank already like way back after 3 or 6 months or so, or 9 months in business, they already made more money than the Deutsche Bank with branches all over the world, with extreme, like I don't know how many tens of thousands of employees and with 100 years history. So completely mind-blowing. So if you take this in mind, keep this in mind, and then think about how they implement the Binance Coin in all their different business models they have, like in basically every single one of them, then $5 billion market cap might seem actually even a little bit cheap. So I'm gonna buy more. I already have Binance Coin. I'm gonna buy more Binance Coin myself probably.
Yeah, and so then they're also taking their profits, and then the reason why first, let me just point out one other thing. The reason why they make more than Wall Street is because they charge more, right? And so that's why they make more. And so this also, their profits reduce the circulating supply as they take that profits, buy up the Binance Coin, and burn them. They're going to keep doing that until there's only 100,000 Binance coins.
100 million.
In circulation. And in circulation, 100 million, sorry, 100 million. 100 million in circulation. And then, so this is going to pump the price. So I really see this $38 is like peddly. I think it's going to be worth like $1,600, $2,000 by the end of this cycle, easily. Right?
This is crazy.
It's going to be this company is going to be worth more than Apple when it's done, when we're all said and done.
All right. I mean, guys, I want to know your opinion about that. Do you agree? Do you not agree? I can actually see, because the growth is crazy. If this growth, and it's accelerating growth, actually continues for a little bit longer, then we could get nearby these levels. I mean, the valuation right now must be already crazy. Their profit margins are insane. Their growth is insane. The new business models are crazy. And no matter if you like Binance or you don't like them, there are probably a few things they maybe didn't do so well. You still have to admit that this guy, CZ, is actually extremely crazy, and that the business model itself is completely beautiful, at least from a financial or investment point of view. So very, very interesting. Thank you so much, Da Vinci, for sharing all of these thoughts. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and much, much more. Guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And what's really, really important here is, guys, I want to incentivize you to do that. If you want to give anything back, just go below the video and smash up the like button. Share the video with your friends. You are giving back with that. It is for free for you, and it really cheers us up. And because of you, our channel is not only has the most supportive community in the world, the fastest growing one in the world. We are the most viewed channel in the world. No, guys, also the most profitable one in the world. So you want to be joining the MMCrypto family, you want to press the subscription button, and of course also go over to Da Vinci's channel, who is extremely quickly growing. He has a lot of views and a lot of loving family friends. Go over to Da Vinci J15, the link is down below as well, and subscribe to the channel also. This is very, very important, even more important than subscribing to our channel here today. So Da Vinci, thank you so much for that. And yeah, before we are wrapping it up for today, do you have any last words to share?
Always play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do not get wrecked. And as always, guys, press the MMCrypto subscription box and the Da Vinci J15 subscription box, which is popping up right there. And also the Bible tutorial, which is popping up right here. And as always, guys, bye-bye.